Hey, what's up, guys? Weeb Strength here. Today I'm here with the usual Sarcasm 317
Yup.
and MyHeroDeku.
What's up, guys?
So today our main topic is gonna be talking about our top 10 characters, but something I wanted to talk about first was the what do y'all think about Kissanime being shut down supposedly or whatever's going on?
I think I'm not happy about it. Like, it can be good depending on how streaming services like legal ones handle it, but I feel like if they lose the competition from pirating, all it's gonna do is end up pushing them less to actually improve their services.
To be lazy.
That, yeah.
I don't
Hmm.
know. I didn't really use it. So I don't really care all that much now. Um, but it did out of all the no sites. Okay. It probably had the biggest database of like anime. Um, and was potentially the one that's updated the most. It's for like new episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't know. It's unfortunate for people that used it, I guess.
Well, do you guys know why it got shut down, or is it still like a mystery?
I
I've
mean,
heard of.
it's a piracy site, so I mean,
Well, yeah, but
they
there's a
might have
lot
been
of
trying to
others
get it
out
taken down
there.
for a long time, and they just finally did it. Like they finally got him, I guess. I don't know.
I heard from a few people after the video I put out earlier today that it's either has to do with the new copyright laws in Japan, or it has to do with Disney for some reason. I have no clue how much truth there is behind either of those. I think people might just be, speculating as one does when something like this happens, but I do think the copyright laws in Japan did actually change recently, so it wouldn't surprise me if something that had something to do with it.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, what you were saying earlier, Vinny, that it was like super monetized because they've got ads all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't help at all.
Yeah.
Hard to defend that you're like doing it for the love of it or that you're not making a profit off of it when you very clearly are.
Yeah, there are some sites that do the same stuff that run off of like donations.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's still plenty out there that have ads and are pirated anime, like
Well, yeah, it's just Kiss
JoJo
Anime. I think
anime,
was
for
like
anime.
the biggest.
Yeah, it was definitely the
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want to say just the figurehead, I guess.
Yeah, it was also. I mean, I used to use it, but I had so many problems with it that I didn't use it. I mean,
Allegedly.
a friend of mine used to use it,
Oh yeah, a friend of mine
and
used it all the time, almost daily.
yeah, and then he decided to switch to other services because it was so bad.
Yeah.
I just think it's sad that it had a nice layout, in my opinion. My friend said that it had a nicer layout than a lot of the legal streaming services. I personally would have liked if anything, it kind of went the same route that Crunchyroll had, where it started as kind of a fan sub and pirating site, but got to shift over to legal. But it is what it is.
Yeah, there's not enough money to be made in illegal anime streaming. I don't know.
Yeah. Plus, Crunchyroll, I don't think wants the competition. Bad enough with Netflix trying to get into the game.
Netflix has way more originals than Crunchyroll does.
Yeah, it's because
Crunchy,
Netflix keeps just either actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Funding originals or buying the sole
oh
distribution rights to them. It's impressive.
yeah, I think Netflix does a good job with. I mean, all the originals I've seen from Netflix have been pretty good, at least decent.
Netflix does a fairly decent job with original stuff. I just don't like the way they release like the non-originals.
Like just all at once, or
Yeah, I think. Well, I know at least for like Little Witch, which I tried to watch that one.
they
We had
released it.
yeah, they released like 12 episodes, then released like another 12 episodes when it ended, which I didn't like because half the fun of watching seasonal anime is talking about it every week with other people watching it. I
Yeah.
feel like they kind of, and I get they're trying to get more people into it, but I feel
Well,
like
yeah,
he kind of,
Netflix wants you to binge.
yeah.
Well, I mean, they released some shows. I think they released Violet Evergarden weekly as it was coming out.
Yeah, I just wish that was the consistent way they did it, but I guess if they started doing that with anime, they'd have to do that with more series.
Yeah, I don't think other people, non-anime watchers, really care about that. I've never heard anybody ever complain about that, really. But I mean, it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It's just I, haven't heard that before.
I
So I
wouldn't
figure
know.
it's not as big a problem.
No, I don't really interact with a lot of people outside the anime realm, so if they do complain about it, I wouldn't know.
Well, rest in peace, Kissanime. I guess that means we can move on to our other topic.
Yeah.
Top 10 anime characters.
Oh, the tone just changed so quick, man.
Not even just top 10 anime characters, just if y'all want to talk about any character in general, but I think we should go through our 10 first. And yeah, I think we can go about this the same way we did with anime. And just one of you start and go through your list. And if anybody has anything to say about something, we can talk about it. You can tell me what you like about them, or what we dislike about them.
Well, I guess I can go first because mine is in the chat first. Yeah. So number 1 is Ringo from Mawaru Penguin Drum, and I cannot explain this. It's just something I knew. I watched it and I was like, that's number 1.
I don't know that person.
And then number 2 is of course the mascot of my channel, Gintoki from Gintama. And he's just overall like the best character probably that exists. But still number 2 because
He doesn't make you horny.
yeah. I guess that's how you could put it, yeah.
Nice way of putting that. Good job, Schultz.
I really don't have like the best explanations for most of these characters, so I'm probably just gonna list them all, and then if I have a better explanation, I'll talk about it more.
Yeah, we can just
'Cause
talk about it after.
for me, a lot of my favorite characters, I'm just like, I just kind of knew, like that's a dope character right there.
Sounds like my logic, except for y'all gonna roast me for my stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
Number 3 is June from Working. He's the homie. All right, he had to be on the list. Askeladd from Vinland Saga is like a really, really good character overall. I like because he's not really evil, but he's like kind of a bad guy, but you still kind of like root for him. Like it's strange. Really deep character too. Zeno. There's not really much from the actual anime of this that you get of Zeno, but like I read the manga and he's like a really good character. I can't really say much about why he's a good character because it's in the manga and it's like it's pretty deep. So that'd be spoilers.
What's the show from again?
Yona of the Dawn, or Akatsuki no Yona.
Oh yeah.
And then I've got Alucard, which is a similar situation to Askeladd. And he's also like, it really is just a super similar situation to Askeladd. I just like those characters a lot, I guess. That they're not bad, but they're not good, and they're badass. So, and then Hollow from Spice and Wolf. Chiyo Sakura from Gekken Shoujo Nozaki-kun. And then Shinobu from Bakemonogatari, and then Yato from Noragami. Basically, the three girls are just like they're top tier girl characters, and then Yato is just like my first ever all time favorite character. So he's just always been on the list.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You didn't even finish the Gatari series, but you put Shinobu that high.
No, I haven't finished it. I've gotten through like a few seasons.
Oh,
but
so there's like a million seasons.
I'm in like halfway through Monogatari series second season, I think.
I'm gonna start the Monogatari series at some point, but it's like the one franchise up there with Fate in terms of just intimidation on where to even start.
Yeah, except for it's not as good.
There
I
goes our
mean-
chances of collaborating with Trash Taste.
Oh, darn it. I mean, it's like I need to rewatch it, but it's like it put me to sleep. It's just it's very, very dialogue based, which I guess is fine because I like reading light novels, so you think I'd like this, but I don't know. It's just like it's too confusing for me, I guess. I guess I'm just small brain. I'm smooth brain. I couldn't understand it. I mean, that's what all the Monogatari fans tell me. I'm just dumb, I guess. That's why I don't like it. I'm just dumb.
That's a good way to convince someone that you're wrong. No,
I
you
know,
just didn't
right?
like it because you're stupid.
Because
Don't even
you
worry.
must not have understood it. I love that argument. You didn't like it because you didn't understand it. It's like, okay, so it's objectively good. It's just I didn't understand it. Okay, that's fine. But I saw that you had Askeladd and Alucard, and that made me think about the antagonist from Psycho-Pass. Like, what do you think about him? Because they seem to be real similar to me.
I haven't gotten very deep into Psycho-Pass, so I don't know.
Bruh, never mind. Never mind, man. I almost put it, like, he was one of the candidates when I was putting together this list.
I thought he leaned a lot closer to the actual evil side than
Oh, yeah, for
Askeladd
sure.
or Alucard
Oh, yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Alucard. I haven't really gotten that into Hellsing, but definitely closer to the evil side than Askeladd did.
Yeah, it's just when you think of moral gray characters, what's it?
He's one of the first that comes to
It's
mind.
actually,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Alucard definitely is. It's a strange situation for him because he's definitely evil. It's just he essentially is on the good side, which makes it really strange. Like
It's kind of confusing, but
it's hard to explain without like spoiling it. So
I'll have to watch
yeah,
it.
you just have to see it.
Yeah.
Hellsing, really good. Recommend.
We already recommended
Hellsing
it
Ultimate.
in the first one.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have any sports characters
No, I don't.
on your list. And that's something I struggled with too, because I was thinking, as I was putting it together,
Usually
I
the
was
entire
like, ooh,
cast is just good together. It's not that one
Yeah.
character individually stands out above the rest.
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Understandable.
oh, I really love this cast. And I was like, do I want to put Sawamura in my top 10? I was like, no. I was like, then I'd want to put Miyuki in there. Then I'd want to put Tojo in there. Then I'd want to put... It makes me want to put the entire cast in there, not just one character from the show. And
Put
I'm
the
like,
entire main cast as your favorites list.
exactly. That's what I almost did with Haikyuu, though.
Oh
I was
no.
like,
This would have been a very different episode if you had done that.
I wouldn't be hated as much if I did that.
No, there's only like one sports character I ever had, and it was a long time ago. And it was the dude from Kuroko's basketball that like just took ankles left and right.
Oh, Soul. Oh, ew, I don't like him.
No, it was literally just because of his power, quote unquote.
The main villain. Yeah, he can like
Yeah, just the
see
fact he would just walk
possible
up,
future.
did a super simple behind the back move, and they're just dropping to the floor. I thought it was hilarious.
Well, I mean, it's like Doctor Strange. He sees like every foreseeable future and like chooses the one you're most likely to do and does the opposite, like crosses you up. I thought that was so like underwhelming. How it's like all the villains kept getting like better and better, and it's like the last one is like, oh,
Oh yeah, the last one can only see the future. Not even a big deal.
it's so stupid. It's like I know these
All the
powers are supposed to
powers
be
are
like,
so hilarious to me.
no,
Like
they
we got
are.
green Steph Curry that's just pulling up from like the other side of the court,
At
just
least that's
full
okay.
court
At least
jump shots. Oh my god.
that's kind of like I know saying this doesn't really make sense. But compared to the AI to the pink hair dude that could cross ankles, I feel
Hmm.
like even his power was like realistic compared to seeing like every foreseeable future.
I mean, it might be more realistic, but I don't know if I'd call seeing the future underwhelming as like, yeah, that's a
It
pretty
was
useless ability.
no, it's like all these powers. It's like okay, these are kind of realistic, and this last one, no, okay, no, this is not realistic at all.
You're
That's
telling
why
me
it was
someone
the
on
most funny to me though.
That's fair. All right. Well, anybody else got anything else to say about that?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. I have not seen like most of the shows your characters are in, Vinny. I'm sorry. All right, Colin, you can go next.
Okay. Yeah, no. Right off the bat, just like Vinny has Gintoki like near the top of his list as his mascot. Obviously, I'm gonna have Izuku up at number one because namesake. I don't really have like a defense of oh he's just such a good character. It's more just I find him relatable. The whole crybaby aspect, you know. I'm pretty good at that myself. So
What's
Alright.
and
funny is that's actually your second. That's actually your second favorite character. This next one is your first favorite.
no. This next one is second.
Obviously, the next one
That
has
was
to be the favorite. Okay, everyone
yeah,
knows
this
that
one is your
waifus take
favorite.
priority. All right.
No. I put Deku
I have
over
one
for a
wife on my
reason.
list. So.
Yeah, no. Next up we have Toga. Pretty easy explanation. I just want her to stab me. Would be pretty nice.
Okay.
I did.
Good
I feel
reasoning,
that.
I know, but yeah, no. Third is yeah, no. On the topic of sports characters, I think this is the only sports character I've ever had in my top favorite character list, but he somehow just still kicks around near the top, and it's Ippo from Hajime no Ippo. Again, I don't really have like just oh he's so well written. I just like the whole hardworking motivational aspect. I think he's a good example of that. Do definitely
Yeah.
think I could have run into the same issue as like you were talking about or y'all were talking about with like Haikyuu or Diamond Noise, where when you put one of them in the list, you feel a lot more tempted to put like all of them there. Like I very easily could have had like Takamura and the rest of them on this list as well if I hadn't been careful.
Yeah, I would have put Takamura instead of Ippo if I was thinking about putting Takamura in mine.
And next
But
episode, sorry.
hold on, before you go on, what's funny is I mean Deku and Ippo are pretty similar if you think
That's
about
actually
it,
why I liked Ippo at first.
because he reminded you of Deku.
Yeah. I remember I had a friend recommend Ippo to me, which was the reason I watched it. Shout out to Hind if you're listening to this. I know you're not, but credit where credit is due. And I remember I kept annoying him because I would bring it up like every 10 episodes. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure Ippo is kind of similar to Deku. And he's like, no, not at all. Because he doesn't like my hero. So it was annoying him that I kept like trying to draw that comparison.
I mean they are pretty similar though,
Yeah.
except for I think Ippo worked a lot harder than Deku
Yeah.
did.
At least on screen. We see a lot more of Ippo's training, I feel like.
Well, yeah, like
He's-
the whole show's about his training.
But I think there's a benefit to that. Makes it the payoff a lot higher when it actually works out.
Yeah,
Much as I like Deku, just hard work aspect definitely was better handled with Ippo in my opinion.
I agree.
Go from kill to kill. Again, no real reason, just
Boobs.
Of course.
yeah, sure, let's go with that. Yeah, no. Next up I have still don't know how to pronounce it, but Jean or Jean from Aka 13, which still a little salty. You only gave that a 7 Schultz for the record. Really liked. I don't know. I just found him interesting. The laid back attitude he had, but like trying to make everything work out. He kind of reminded me like of Light and Lelouch from Death Note and Code Geass, but like if they hadn't lost their mind along the way.
And they weren't as smart.
Well,
He's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
going with the flow, and it
I
works
feel like
out.
he was. Oh, no, I feel like he was still pretty smart though.
He
I
didn't
just
know what was going on until like the show was almost over.
I feel like he was piecing it together though as he went in kind of a more calm and
Hello?
collected way.
Oh,
I feel
you
like
cut
he
out
could
there
have
for a
figured it out
second.
a lot sooner.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind the show. It was just really mid to me.
I really liked it. I can't really explain why.
I like the ending. I like the ending. If
I
that
liked
means
it
if
all the
this
way
is a,
through. It was just a it was weird because it felt like a slice of life at times, but there was enough like of the political like espionage and sabotage going on to keep me interested. And I feel like his character was kind of at the center of that, so that's kind of why he's on there.
the only thing I know what to compare to that is kind of how I felt with the Rara season 1. I was like, wow, this show's pretty mid. And then like when everything came together and you finally saw what happened, it's like, oh wow, that was actually kind of cool.
That's probably why I liked
Except for the Rara, the
sorry,
payout was a lot bigger for me.
probably why I liked Aka 13 as much as I did. It's just I can't really think of another character like him, even like I mentioned Light and Lelouch earlier, but they're not really that similar to him, and I can't think of another series like Aka.
No, yeah, it's
It
weird.
was it was refreshing.
It's quirky.
Yeah. Next up, I have Kirisu from Steins Gate, just because smart stonks. I would have liked to have
Chef's kiss.
Okabe on there as well, but uh, maybe I'll replace Zenitsu with him, which I guess segues into Zenitsu's next on the
Sounds
list.
like a good idea.
Yeah. Again, I have Zenitsu on there because crybaby aspect, relatable.
Of course. Yeah.
No chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Next up, we have probably the one I'm least proud of having on this list. It's just I wanted to have an even split between male and female characters on the list, so I just put 02 on there because Dino waifu. I don't know.
Yuck.
Yeah, no,
Well,
she's
you
just
like Yandere's, so I guess whatever.
yeah. I guess I still don't really know how I ended up putting her on there, but she's there right now. So yeah. Then next up, this is probably I think the only one I share with either of you, but like Vinny, I have Oscalad on the list. Basically, same reasons as everything he said. I just like that he was like not really a villain. He did some bad stuff, but he was like an empathetic villain. You knew why he was doing everything he was doing by the end of it, and it felt like he had good reasons for it. It was hard to fully look at him as like, this is the bad guy, this is the good guy. And lastly, I have Oh No from High Score Girl, and that is less because of the character and more because I wanted one of the characters off High Score Girl on my list because I love that series.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see that.
You picked the character that doesn't talk, doesn't do really anything except for be good at video games and be mad at the main guy.
Yeah, no, in hindsight, I probably should have put I forget her name, the blonde girl. She was definitely better, but it's just, in the moment, I was looking at the cover of the show, and I'm like, yeah,
Chef's kiss.
let's just slap Ono on there. Yeah, no. Anyway,
Well, you were talking about Askeladd, and what were you saying? You think that he's you can
empathetic.
you're empathetic towards why he's doing what he's doing. Uh, I don't know. I didn't really like the reason behind it. I mean, it made sense, and it kind of gave him a reason to do what he was doing, but I wasn't a big fan
Well,
of
I mean, you can be empathetic towards something without liking while they're doing it. I wouldn't have gone about it anywhere near the same way he did, but
it.
the
Yeah.
fact that it made sense, I think, was credit to the author and character writer there. That's well done.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, oh, here's this reveal, this unexpected reveal. It's like, it was surprising, yeah, but I was just like, eh. I mean, I liked him as a character before that anyways. It's just that didn't add anything for me.
I think that's when he went from like my favorite character in the series to one of my favorites in general. I already liked him. I just think that's what tipped him over the edge for me.
Yeah, I was probably in a similar boat towards the end, because there were some episodes dedicated to him, and those were some very good episodes.
Didn't really feel
I
like
did like the end. I really did like the ending, though.
I think I liked in Vinland Saga that in general it didn't feel like there was a lot of like wasted time. Like in some series you get like some time that like I don't really want to say is wasted, but it's nice to watch, but it doesn't really add much. It felt like every episode of Vinland Saga was doing something to build a character, or build up the world, or move towards the climax of the season.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see what you're talking about. It had a lot of action in it too.
Yeah, action
Always
was
something happening.
pretty well animated as well. I would have liked if the choreographing on some of it was a little more elaborate, but actual animation was pretty fluid.
Oh, I didn't even like. Did you have problems with the choreography? I didn't even notice there's. I mean, I enjoyed it.
I liked a lot of it, but there were some scenes, like in particular when they were getting chased through the woods, they had like burning fire. I didn't really like that one much, but then you had stuff like the snow fight between Askeladd and Thorkel and Thorfinn and Thorkel. I really liked those. Those were pretty well choreographed and well done.
I really liked Thorfinn and Thorkel. That was. Whew.
I really
That
just
was
enjoyed the entire series like a lot, and I
Oh, yeah.
want season 2 now.
I want
Yes.
season 2 as soon as possible. Yeah.
I need it. Even though I actually want it more since neither of you have it in your top 10.
Yeah.
Well, I guess speaking of my top 10, time for me to talk about my top 10 characters, I guess. Hello? Oh, y'all keep cutting out, or Deku keeps cutting out for me.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You know.
Oh.
Alright, I'll start it though. I mean, number one, this is obvious. I talk about this all the time. My number one character in all of anime, without a doubt. No one else even compares. We got my boy Escanor. I don't even really have to talk about it. Like, it's just, he's the man.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about this man.
Yeah, I mean, he's just the biggest badass in all of anime.
I don't know how he didn't end up as the mascot of your channel, to be honest.
Because we're opposite. I'm trying to do the opposite of what I am, and little anime girl sounds more. sounds more like it to me. What I was looking for.
Yeah, I happen to notice that your mascot character is nowhere to be found on this list. It's unfortunate.
What is it?
It's kind of confusing to.
What happened?
I said your
No, cut
mascot
out.
character is not on your top 10.
Oh yeah, I mean, Konada's alright.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
She's alright.
She's your mascot.
She's top 100 characters.
Top 100.
Top 100. Okay.
Wow.
Don't
that
even
was
have
generous.
enough faith in her to say top 50 or top 20 or anything.
No,
just top
I
100.
thought
thought
about
maybe
it.
take like top 25, but top 100 screams like she's at like 99.
Pretty much.
I thought about it for like, when I was thinking of my 10th character, I thought about it for like half a second. I was like, I could put Konada on there, and I'm like, no. I was like, no. And I
No.
just wiped her from the list. I got in my mind, I got the eraser and was like, Alright, number 2. These top 2 are, Escanor is a tier above Thorkel, and Thorkel's like 3 tiers above everybody else. So it's like these two are like, they're not neck and neck, but they're like at the top for sure. Like no one else is even close to them.
Mm-hmm.
Thorkill, I mean, it's just like they really remind me of each other. Like they're just the same character except for Escanor has more feats.
The same character, except I like Thorkill better.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I
Because
also
Thorkill has more depth.
Escanor's also like not always like that.
That's
Because
fair.
when he's not
He's like that
big
when he
and
needs
buff,
to be.
he's like a coward and whatnot.
Yeah, but we don't talk about Knight Escanor.
Whereas Thorkel
That's
is
like half
always
character.
like he is.
Okay, but
Oh no.
Escanor is always there when he needs to be. He's like Superman.
Yeah, I guess.
He has good RNG in real life.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, third. Okay, I Hisoka is my third, but he's not much. I mean, there's just so many good villains in Hunter x Hunter, and the top two, of course, being Hisoka and Meruem for me. They're like neck and neck. You could really interchange them, as I have them as third and fourth. They're just Hisoka is just funnier to me. Like Meruem is stronger, and so that he gets like he tickles that part of my my tastes, and
Mariam also
then
has like way more development.
yeah, but I mean,
And
as I said, development doesn't really mean much for me. So
oh my god.
Okay.
I do think it's interesting. I do think it's cool, especially the duality with Gon. But actually, I think that's what makes it more interesting. If it was just him like turning from a bad guy to a good guy, I'd be like, okay, that's all right, I guess.
Oh my
But
god.
with both of them doing it, boom. But yeah, I like Meruem when he's a mean guy better, anyway.
Wow.
Okay, at number 5 we got. Okay, I forgot that I put all three of them together. We've got Netero,
Dear
and I
god.
mean, this man, the strongest man that's ever lived, or the person that has the strongest nin that's ever lived, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I know, I don't know. I haven't read the manga.
It's fine. The manga doesn't write itself anymore.
It's still got a good little distance after the anime though. But yeah, I mean, Netero is just like the same thing. He's just like a badass, and that he's in one of my favorite fights. My favorite fight of all anime. My number one fight of all anime. And then changing it up a little bit, we've got number 6, which is Renge from Non Non Biyori. She's just she's
A
I
lolly.
don't know. I don't know how to explain it. She's just amazing.
A
She's
lolly.
no, yeah, I mean she is, but she's like a badass. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Have
you
y'all
went
seen
from
that
an
show?
actual badass to a badass. Yeah, for
Have
sure.
y'all?
That's
We're
definitely.
changing it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Have y'all?
everyone on the list has the same thing in common. They're all badasses,
Have you
especially
seen?
Renge.
Have you seen Non Non Biyori?
No, but I find
I've
that
seen the
hard to
first
believe.
season, but
She
she's not
fucks
really
everybody
badass.
up. She destroys everybody.
It's a
What do you mean?
little
She
girl with a
runs this
flute.
town. She runs this town, bro.
Oh my
Like
god.
she was trying.
I know what you're talking about, but it's not the same.
She
Her
was
sister
desperately
was
trying to
trying to
defend.
look. Her sister was trying to look at her picture, like all day. She's like, "Hey, quit trying to look at my picture, dick off," and she wouldn't listen. And eventually, there's a JoJo reference in it. She just like pulls out a stand and starts like beating her to death. I mean, it's not a stand. It's I used to have that emoji, bro. That GIF of Renge like going aura on her sister, and it's crazy.
My god.
Jesus.
No, but it's like the show itself is pretty lame, but she like carries
Pretty
it.
lame.
She's so funny. She does so many things that are so funny. It's like constant comedy.
She was desperately trying to defend his interest in lollies.
Okay, this is the only like lolly on my list, okay?
Well, of course we
No,
have the
no,
Opie Lolly
no.
next.
Yeah. Speaking of, we've got Hestia next. And I mean,
Another lolly.
this is just best girl, honestly. This is not even like she's below all these people, but I mean, I wish she
This
would care
girl,
for
but
me
she
like
doesn't love
she
the
cares
actual
for
child.
Belle. She's not a child. She's a god. She's a goddess. She's a
That's
goddess.
what he's gonna tell his FBI agent. He just rolls up one day. Don't worry,
She's
it's
not
not
even.
a child, it's a god.
Yeah, she is. She's not even like that small or anything. She's like, I don't know how tall she is. She's like probably a little under 5 foot or something, or like
That's
5 foot
pretty.
tall.
That's pretty short, man.
That's
That's
pretty
pretty
short,
Yeah,
short.
but that's not like Renge is probably like 3 foot tall.
I mean, Renge
And you
is
have Renge
literally a
above
child.
Hestia.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it's like she's not like clickbait. Oh, I mean she is. She's not like pedo bait
God.
though. Like
I
you don't look
don't
at
know.
you don't look at her and you're like, oh, that's a child. Like you know that's not a child. It's not like the Uzaki, like that new show with like the college girl that has like giant titties, but she's like hella short.
I don't know. I put Hestia and Uzaki about on the same scale, if I'm being honest.
Oh no, please don't, bro. She is more than just tits. You
What
know how
else is there?
do you know how much she cares for Belle? I wish she would care
Oh
for me.
man,
when
yeah.
She cared
She
for Belle.
cares a lot, but that's like her only character trait.
Schultz basically saying he wants a lolly simp.
Yeah, I mean she's not a lolly though, but
An opie lolly simp. All right.
it's a good show. Don Machi's a good show, and it has the best girl.
I enjoyed Don Machi, but I could never see any of the characters breaking my top 10.
Shut up! Your top girls would like, stab you, and you'd like it. So
Yeah, I
I
would.
don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that from y'all. I'm like, oh, I want a girl to care for me. You're like, I want a girl to stab me.
If there's
So
not
it's
some
all I-
And y'all are
toxicity, just be
shaming me. And y'all are
boring.
shaming me.
Come on now.
Y'all are shaming me for that.
You say that like you didn't just call me out for wanting to get stabbed.
Okay. Anyways, on to my next one. We've got Sebas from Overlord,
Yeah,
and I
Sebastian.
mean Sebas.
Yeah, Sebastian.
I've never heard him called that
But
anywhere.
look
in
at how
any-
it's spelled. Look at his last name and his first name together. Okay, it's
Seb-
Sebastian. It's just a play on that. Okay,
Sebastian. It has to be.
it's just a play on
Wait,
that because he's literally a
I've
butler
never-
type character too.
I've never thought about that. That's crazy.
What?
Really? I just like you said. Hold up.
Oh my god.
Yo, that's actually crazy. What? I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that.
How do you-
I've never thought about like deleting the space between his name and it being Sebastian.
How do you not just look at it and realize what's there?
Oh, that's
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like he's still called Sebas or whatever because they're not making
Yeah,
it
his
like
name's
blatantly
Sebas.
obvious. But like, yeah, if you just combine his last name and his first name, he's Sebastian, the butler.
I didn't even think about that. I guess that's why I don't like Monogatari because I can't even figure that out.
How did not realize a pun lead to that's why I don't like Monogatari?
Because I'm smooth brain, I didn't realize that.
That's tough.
It's real tough.
No, but I think he's cool because I mean, he's just a badass. I don't know.
That does seem to be what all these characters have in common, especially Renge. They're all badass.
Yeah, but Seven is different because he's a badass in a world of badasses that stands out because, I mean,
He has depth of character and development.
he has a little bit of development, yeah. I like the little bit of development he has. But I like him more because he's like one-shots all those guys.
Oh my god.
Of course, yeah.
Naturally.
I also like that, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. I like him.
It's basically, are they badass? Okay, they're on the list. And then
Okay.
I've got Hestia that has something that's badass, except nothing else. And then I've got Hinata, which
Hey, you ruined it. That's my next one. Hinata.
No,
Hinata
no,
is a
man. He's
badass.
up there with Renge. He's just up there with Renge.
This man is badass, bro. He
his hops are
he
badass.
spikes
Yeah.
the ball. Yeah. That scene when he jumps up and grabs the ball from the guy that goes to what's the name of that school again? Season 3. It's you know what I'm talking about, the ace.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The super ace guy. He like the ball comes flying out when they first meet him, and he like runs over and jumps up and grabs it out of the dude's like right before he reaches it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's crazy. That's one of my favorite scenes in anime, I think.
Yeah, scene also has really good animation you can't appreciate. It's good. It's great.
Oh, does it? That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's neat.
Schultz.
But I mean, I don't know. He's just like the main character from one of my favorite shows, and it's like we were talking about earlier. I'd like to add the whole cast. It's just that Hinata just seemed to stand out. I think I like him more than I like Ippo or Sawamura, honestly.
I just think what's sinking in with the last 3 characters is that they're all below Renge.
Yeah, Renge is a badass. That's why.
God.
Okay, this last character is that
You don't even have to
a
say it because
epitome
we
of
all already
badass.
know he's a badass. Yeah.
Gildarts is such a badass. Gildarts from Fairy Tail. Like
Oh
this
my
is the first.
God.
This is the first big badass that I ran into in anime. This is the first character I ran into in an anime that
Well, I
was
mean,
like
early on, Gildarts
infinitely
is a super
stronger.
dope character for sure.
It's
He was
just
like
they never do anything.
infinitely stronger than the main
Because
character.
he just shows
It's like
up and he's
crazy.
just beating everyone's ass.
Yeah, like left and right. Like the main character is like, oh, Natsu's pretty strong. It's like, oh, hey, Gildarts, what's up? One shot, get raked.
Easy.
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 I like Mystican better at the start.
I like Mystican too. But the thing is, it's like the show. It kind of at the beginning, it's like, oh, there's A rank, and it's like, oh, actually there's S rank. Oh, actually there's SSS rank. Oh, actually there's 10-year rank. Oh, actually there's 100. There's century rank, and it's like or whatever, and it's like just keeps revealing these crazier and crazier things. Like, oh, you thought Natsu was wrong? What about all these S rank adventures? What about all these triple S rank adventures? What about Gildarts?
That's because
That
that's
only
every
shows
arc
up. He
of
just
Fairy
came back
Tail.
from a 10. He just came back from a 10-year war. That's crazy. Or a 10-year quest or whatever it's called.
Because that's every arc in Fairy Tail. Oh, you thought they were strong now? No, 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 no. Little
That's
did
why
we know,
Fairy
there's
Tail's
a
good because
whole
that one
nother...
arc is really good.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
It's the same
Plus-
arc over and
The
over.
power scaling is very bad. The power scaling is awful in that
It's
show.
not even just the power scaling. It's the same villains over and over as well, just with a
Okay, yeah,
different skin.
I was about to say. I remember one part. It's like one of the first villains they meet, and they destroy him, and then it's like 5 arcs later, and they've become like infinitely stronger, and then the same villain comes back. I'm like, oh, this dude's gonna get destroyed. It's like, wait, he's as strong as them now. What? How'd that happen? And it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
How?
okay. I
How
don't.
could it have happened?
It's like how could he get that much stronger? Like at the
It
same level
definitely
they
wasn't
did.
poor writing.
That's Fairy Tail in a nutshell. I promise it wasn't poor writing.
It wasn't. It was good. I like it.
Okay.
Leave me alone. I like Fairy Tail.
I'm not blaming you. I can't get behind Fairy Tail. I'm sorry. It's
You guys
one
just
of
have
those
bad taste. You have bad taste. If you don't like Fairy Tail, you have bad taste.
God, we've just started
That's
a
for
war.
sure what it is. Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut that.
If you don't give Fairy Tail at least an 8, you have bad taste.
I'm pretty sure the highest score I gave any season of Fairy Tail was the first season, and I still only gave it like a 6.
I think I have it at 7.
Yeah, see, that's not too far off. Just add 1 and 2 points. To
Yeah,
it
but
and
that's
you're
the
good.
first season, and that's the highest score. The seasons after that are worse.
No, yeah, just add a couple points to it and you're fine.
Yeah, a couple points. That's a lot of anime that's overtaken, and it's not overtaking any of them.
I'm gonna have to watch Penguin Drum and just like
Oh
doo-doo
no.
on it and be like, the worst anime ever.
I mean, you can do that. I didn't give Penguin Drum a good score. It was like an average score. Like, it was okay.
I know the reason it's bad is because Ringo's in
No, that's the reason it's super good. Like,
it.
it's why I still remember it to this day.
Schultz getting defensive of me and Vinny attacking Fairy Tail again.
Those are my 10 characters, but I had a lot of honorable mentions. Like, I really liked what's that dude's name from Psychopaths? It's like Kogami or something. I don't know if that's
I
it.
don't remember any character names from Psychopaths. It's been ages.
Okay then, never mind. Let's not talk about him then. Uh, what? Oh yeah, I was really tempted to put Zenovia from High School DxD on here.
Oh my god.
I
Like she
wouldn't have
was
been
like
mad, honestly. Like,
she
I
was
wouldn't
like a
have been mad.
5
I could get
form.
behind that. I could get behind that.
She was like really really close to getting on there for me. All Might was really close for me too, but he's a badass on me.
Who?
If
All
I
Might.
was caught up with My Hero, I probably would have put All Might.
Oh,
You would have liked
Yeah.
that, wouldn't you?
I would have. Yeah.
I mean,
I would have.
Sawamura.
Yeah. I wasn't tempted to have my list more balanced. It could very easily just be like the entire main cast of My Hero.
My Hero does have a good cast. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Except for Naval Laser, I hate
Okay,
him
but the
so
best
bad.
cast in anime history is Gintama, alright?
I still haven't
And
seen Gintama.
Neither
you
have I.
both need to see
Neither
it.
has
That's,
anybody.
The second we watch it, Vinny is so gonna make us do an entire episode on it.
we could do an entire episode on it. It's so good.
You sound like me when I was rewatching Naruto again.
I haven't even rewatched it myself. So,
Okay, I'll watch it if you'll rewatch it before we do the episode.
Jesus Christ. Because it is like Bleach length.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
it's
even that
pretty
Like,
bad.
long.
overall, it's like almost exactly the same length as Bleach. Overall.
That's not too bad. I
It
imagine
might be
no
a couple
offense,
episodes longer, I guess. So probably
No
like
offense to any-
367, 68, something like that.
No offense to any Bleach fans, but I already feel
couple
like
hundred
I'm gonna get more out of my time with
episodes long,
Gintama
yeah.
than I did with
You
It's an
Bleach.
will,
investment.
for sure.
I don't know. After finishing Naruto, I feel like I could finish anything. Then again, you have Zane trying to get us to watch that 7,000 episode like slice of
Dude,
life.
why is he trying to get us to watch Saizai-san? I'm not watching that.
What is it?
It's
don't
the
really
longest running anime in history that's like 7,200 episodes, and he wants us to watch it.
Who does? Human?
Zane.
Human? Oh, never
I
mind.
think the only
He
reason
just wants to do it because it's long. Like, that's it. Just
I'm
to
literally
torture
not.
us,
That's like
essentially.
almost
That's
as
it.
many episodes as I've seen, actually. Like, total.
Yeah, same.
I don't mind watching anime with Zane, man, but the last thing he tricked me into watching was Nekopara. Then he got me to watch Persona 3, and they both kind of suck. I just want him to pick a good anime.
I really want to watch Nekopara, actually.
It's something.
Oh, actually, another person that was really, really close to getting on my list was Umaru. Like, I was so close.
Oh my
I was
god,
like,
if you had put
like-
Umaru in, I would kick you from the call
she
right
was,
now.
I was gonna, I was like gonna put her instead of Gildarts. I was so close.
Why?
Cause Umar, she's a badass. That's
She's
why.
a badass, of course.
Umaru.
You don't need another reason. Okay, so she's like, oh, I'm a perfect person. Actually, I'm a gamer.
Actually,
Zeno
I'm a gamer.
That's
And
like,
I
that's
love
like my persona.
snacks.
We're so relatable. she's really scared of stuff when she doesn't have her brother.
Actually, I'm a couch potato.
Bro, it's so funny. It's like almost the same level as Renge to me. Like
I
they're
remember
both
when
like
I-
amazing.
When I first watched Tomorrow, it was unironically my favorite anime I had ever seen. Least favorite anime I had ever seen at the time.
What?
Then I watched Soul Eater right after it, so I got out of that spot real quick. But now I think I honestly like Soul Eater better than Umaru.
What? Umaru's so good.
Oh, I like the blue-haired girl.
Okay, nobody in that show is even close to as good as Umaru is.
Except the
But
blue-haired girl.
outside of the Umaru verse, the blue haired girl's all right.
Maruverse.
But in the
Umaru.
show, it's like, no, get out of here. I want more little Umaru.
No, I hate Umaru. I would rather see an entire spin-off about the blue-haired girl.
No. Okay, so one thing I always know was like, is she really like 1 foot tall, or is that like an exaggeration? I feel like that's an
for
exaggeration.
sure an exaggeration. Yes.
I don't know, man. I think it's just her exerting her badassness.
Yeah, no, I thought, yeah, she like transformed. I actually thought like she
Yeah,
was just a
dude, she
foot tall.
legitimately transforms.
That's what it does. I
She's the
know,
only
I
person
just
in this
shrink
universe that has powers.
Bro, you're telling me you don't walk in the house and shrink like 4 feet?
Exactly.
Uh,
It's cool though.
that's the reason Schultz actually likes Escanor as well. He's super buff, but he walks in the door
Yeah.
with like Dorm and he just shrinks.
Yes. That's the real reason I like Escanor. But Umaru didn't even make it on my list. Oh, Kana almost made it on my list.
My God.
Kana.
I want to point out again 2 lollies.
Yeah, I mean, lollies are.
Badass.
Go ahead.
They're badass, dude. God.
Hold up. Yeah, okay. Kana, you know how much she can eat? She could eat the
Oh
world.
my
Yeah,
God.
Have you seen her
that's
eat the?
so badass.
She could eat the world. She could kill everybody in the world. She would eat everything,
That's
but she
pretty
doesn't.
badass.
That's really
Exactly.
badass.
Okay.
Oh, a character that's not that badass that I'd put on my list. Yeah, they don't exist. No, I'm just
Of
playing.
course.
I guess I was thinking Gara. Gara was another honorable mention.
Gara
for me.
is
Gara is
supposed to be
badass.
badass. What?
Yeah, he actually is.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I was joking about that part. I was just
Okay.
that's just
Yeah,
what I
there's
thought
no.
of after I
The
said
thing that
that.
was a joke was when he said that he was joking about saying that there's no one badass.
Yeah, Gara's pretty cool. I mean, in Naruto, I'm like, okay, Gara's kind of cool. He has a good fight scene.
A
And
good
he has a couple
fight
good fight
scene.
scenes. He has a couple good fights. He's in a couple good fights, right? And I mean, but in Shippuden, he's just so much better. Like him leading the army, I was like, oh my, I love this so much. And
I
everyone's kind of like, he's young. They're kind of doubting him, but he does such a good job of it.
I liked Gara in the first series, don't get me wrong, but I think what like pushed him above to be like one of my favorites is just the transformation he has between then and Shippuden, and then even in Shippuden, seeing him grow as a leader as the Kazekage was really just awesome to see.
I mean, I think the first arc with him sets a really good tone for the show too. Like,
Yeah.
the first arc is probably my third favorite after the pain arc and the war arc. Honestly,
Well, I mean, to be fair, the war arc is like half the series.
that is true. I mean,
In a good
yeah,
way.
that is true. That is true. I mean, Shippuden is just a bunch of good stuff if you count out the fillers. So
I literally
don't
thought
really
about
know.
just like the 6th opening sequence, which is like Sign, and just the amount of stuff that happens while that opening is playing is already ridiculous.
I love Sign so much. Sign is
It
like
covers
my
like such big events in the anime. Just that one opening by itself.
Sign is actually my favorite anime opening of all time. Not even just in Naruto, just period.
Sign, that's not the black and white one, is it?
It is. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It is. All right, that one's pretty good, I guess.
It covers like the Jiraiya fight with Pain, Itachi and
Yeah.
Sasuke fight.
The thing for me is Naruto just says our Shippuden has a bunch of good openings, so it's like
It does.
Sign is kind of like in the middle for me because
not-
there's just so many good shows.
I
Or
really
just so
love.
many good ones.
I tell you what, opening really gets undersold is I don't know. It's later in the series. I want to say like the 18th opening.
Yeah,
It's called
yeah,
Line.
Yeah,
like
it's Line. Yeah, 100%.
it's such a good opening,
It's
but
such a good
I
opening.
like the visuals.
it was
I
slapped
like
in the
the
middle of a
visuals.
filler arc. Yeah, it was slapped in the filler arc, so it just got kind of wasted. Like no one talks about it because of that. Half the people skipped it, and the other people just related to that filler arc.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, Line is super good.
The openings towards the end of the show, the second half of the show, slap like a different kind of slap.
Yeah.
But so Line is kind of like in between some of my favorites. So it's no,
Oh my
it
god.
got pushed down. I mean, I have some really pretty unpopular favorites, but
Yeah. I don't know. I like most of the Naruto openings, but I'm like,
You
I
know
don't
what
want
else
to
has
say
a lot of good openings?
My Hero Academia.
Gintama.
Right?
Gintama.
Overlord.
Overlord
I
has
don't
3 openings. Stop.
Yeah, and they're pretty good. They're
They're
one of
all
them's
by the
really good.
same band almost.
No,
They're
it's
really
not.
but
I thought they were the same. I honestly thought they were
no,
all the
it's like
same.
Clatanoia, I think, or something, and then it's like
Clatanoia.
Mythroid.
Myth and Royd. I think different people. I don't remember the name of the first band, but yeah, Myth and Royd
That's
does.
Clatanoia. That they did the first one.
Nope, that's not Myth and Royd. I thought it was too, but it's not.
I
Group
said
ranking of
that's Clatanoia.
Oh,
group
that's the name of the band.
Yeah, that's the band.
That's not the name of the song.
No.
That's crazy.
Group ranking of
Is it?
Overlord openings win.
I thought it was the name of the song because anytime you type that in, the Overlord song pops up first.
Well, it might be because it's the only song they're known for.
I thought the name of the band was like MXT or something.
Oh no, that is the name of the song. Okay, never mind. I thought OXT was the name of the song, but that's the band actually.
Boy,
I
don't
guess.
question me on my Overlord knowledge. Or OXT,
Okay,
not
okay.
MXT.
And then the ending
Yeah,
was
well, I mean-
LLL
Yeah, Myth
by
and
Myth
Royd
and
does
Royd.
Myth and Royd does LLL, Hydra, which is the second season ending, and they
So OXT
do
does the second
season 3
opening too.
opening. Do they? I thought they sounded familiar.
I didn't know they did the second one too.
The COVID getting me. Excuse me. Yeah.
And then OXT does the ending for season 3.
Silent Solitude.
So it's
yeah.
always Myth and Royd and OXT. It's literally the same 2 people, same 2 bands, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, and they both do 3 each. That's nice. Cool. They both do 3 each.
Yeah, and the
Sweet
only one
little
that's any good is probably the first ending, and that's it.
That is literally my least favorite. That's my least favorite Overlord song, and that's like the most overrated Myth and Royd song to me.
We agree to disagree.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought you just said you liked it. Yeah, I don't know. LLL is just like too in my face. I don't like screamo stuff like that. I mean, I do sometimes, but no. I still gave it like a 7. It's still a good song. It's just like compared to the other ones, I don't like it as much. Oh no! Okay. I didn't even think about this until I just saw this. The rap girl from Sin Nanatsu no Taizai.
Stop.
Yes, she's
pick
so
bad
great.
characters.
She is such a badass, bro. She is so good
Actually,
at rapping.
the second ending might be my favorite Overlord song.
Hydra.
Yeah.
It's my favorite ending, but I like all the openings better than it.
I don't like any of the opening.
I like the first opening the most.
I don't care for the Overlord soundtrack in general.
Okay, but
Mean.
Gintama though, okay, like.
Yeah, Gintama hit different.
Oh my god.
I'll agree to that. Gintama hit different.
I remember just going
There's
through
so
that.
many good openings.
Yeah.
And
That group
endings.
ranking you invited me to, Vinny.
Mhm.
Even just going through that, a lot of the openings were, like, even without the context of like the series, which I assume will boost some of them, had a lot of good openings and endings in there.
Yeah.
I mean, not as good as say Naruto, but
I think Gintama has better openings overall.
I would have to really compare.
Yeah,
for
actually,
sure.
I think Gintama has better top songs and also has more better songs. Oh, it definitely has better endings too, for sure. That's not even a comparison. I mean,
That's 100%. There are some Naruto endings, quite a few still that are like really good, but like the Gintama
Naruto
ones just destroy.
yeah, to me, top 3 shonen. Top 3 shonen shows, like for having the best songs, are number 3 Naruto, number 2 Gintama, Number 1, Fairy Tail.
Oh
Whoa,
my
whoa,
god.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold up. Let's
My
let's
god.
not ever do that again, okay?
Okay.
Fairy
We're just
Tail
gonna
also
I'd
has
give
more endings
Bleach
that I
better
like better.
music than Fairy
It's
Tail.
okay. It's okay.
Nah,
Schultz, we
Fairy
can cut
Tail
that.
hit
It's not too
different.
late.
Fairy Tales did not
Fairy
hit
Tail.
different. They had like one opening that hit different. That was it.
It has
I
so
like-
many good openings. What?
I like
It has like when I did my Fairy Tail opening, I think I had like 30 that were above an 8.
I like Snow Fairy, and that's about it.
That's
I
probably
like
that's
Strike Back.
mid.
Strike
Yeah,
Back.
Strike Back slaps. Strike Back slaps
It
so
does
hard.
slap, but that's the only one.
You don't like Masayumi chasing?
No.
Okay, I mean that's
I
pretty
hate
good.
it.
It's pretty good, but like
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
did
It
like
doesn't
it.
hit different. It's just pretty good.
I didn't even like that
What about
opening. though.
FT? What about FT?
What about what?
Opening 3 FT.
I mean, it's
I
like
don't even remember
it's
what.
That's
okay.
like that's like the community favorite.
That's not Snow Fairy, so I'm gonna have to
I
disagree.
don't know. I didn't
And
dislike it, but it's not like
that one is so mid
I liked
to
it a
me.
ton.
I'm trying to think what was the other one I really liked. Man, I have not listened to Fairy Tail openings in a while.
But it's putting them above Gintama and Naruto. That hurts.
Honestly,
There's
if I
probably
went through it
like
all,
no
it'd be
joke.
pretty
There's
close.
probably 4 or 5 Gintama endings I'd put above Strike Back, and that was the best song from Fairy Tail.
There's Gintama. Actually no, Samurai Heart's the ending, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd probably put that above most of Fairy Tail stuff except for Strike Back. And then opening 13, is that the big one?
Yeah, that's the Sakura Mitsuki one.
Yeah, that's above anything from any other shonen ever. But
Oh my god.
That's not even my favorite opening from Gintama. I don't. Well, actually, is it?
that's
It might-
crazy. I love that song so much.
I don't know. I know that it's not my like. It's not my number 1 song from Gintama because that's ending 14.
You know, I have to go through all the endings again.
It's Wo Aini, if you remember that.
I don't.
Okay, that's tough.
I just know they slap.
They do.
Wow, we got really, 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 really off topic.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I think it was a good
We
topic.
should watch Gintama, and I can rewatch it, and then we'll be done at the same time. It's
yeah,
perfect.
it's only gonna take like 3 months.
Who
4
cares?
months.
Who
5
cares?
Bro,
months.
reaction series win.
We'd be doing a pretty long series.
We'll never run out of content. We can keep milking it forever.
Okay, Deku, actually I've got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
You know, you've got Maki say pretty high on your list, right?
Yeah.
I agree that she is one of the best female characters, the best examples of a strong female character in anime. But
Oh no.
I think one of the main reasons I like her so much is because of her relationship with Okabe, not just her as an individual. Like, if it wasn't for Okabe, I don't think I'd like her nearly as much, which is kind of delving into what I was talking about with the sports anime, how I want to put every character because they're all so good together. But when it's like one, I'm like, yeah, I really like this character, but I wouldn't put it in my top 10.
I mean, I get what you mean there. I think what happened on my list is you'll notice it's a 5 and 5 split in alternating order. It's less a top 10 in a proper order and more 2 top 5s. So Okabe would be up on my list as well. It's just because I separated it by male and female characters. She happened to break the top 5 in female characters, and Okabe didn't.
Oh, I'm not even saying I'd put both of them. I'm saying that I like their relationship better than I like them as characters.
I don't know. I like their relationship, but I think I like their relationship because I like them as characters.
Yeah, I really like them too. It's just the relationship is like big ship, like really good ship, like top 10. The
do
ship
agree.
itself, but like the characters are still
But
good. I
best
just want to put
best
them so-
ship, all right, is in Gintama. Okay,
That ship, Kirito and Asuna.
no, they get that
Yes,
shit out of
Kirito
here.
and no, Kirito and Sinon.
Oh
Oh,
my god. I was joking. I'm not. I love SAO, but I'm not putting any SAO ship like.
I love Sinon,
Yeah.
bro. She's best girl and she's best
Sinon is-
character in Sword Art Online.
I do actually really like Zeno. I can agree there. Yeah.
She was like
The
not
best
an
ship
Alice
is in
version of
Gintama,
her.
and you guys would know if we watched it.
I don't know, man. It's not.
This-
It's not Hinata and Naruto. That's gonna be a no from Michi.
No, you
If
would
it's not-
understand if you watched. I'm telling you.
I
Actually,
guess we better start that reaction series.
Yeah, we better start it.
what's funny, y'all are always getting on to me for liking lollies, but this show that I just watched,
Oh,
it's
no.
like it's the only show I've seen that's like this. The protagonist's harem is all lollies,
Oh god.
and I didn't realize that going into it, but
You didn't realize. Sure you
I
didn't.
really didn't. It's Mao Sama retrial. I was telling y'all about that.
Oh, I've heard about that one. Yeah.
I've heard it's very very bad, and I really enjoyed it when I watched it.
Okay.
And
I've
the
got
best
to know
ship is
about
the best ship is him with like the 10-year-old girl.
That's horrible.
that. That is very horrible.
No, he's like a father to them, but they don't see it that way.
Oh my
That's
god.
a
Shut-
problem.
Stop.
That's a
It's
big problem.
Mega
Have
problem.
y'all even seen it? Have y'all even seen it?
No, but the way you're describing it sounds very
Nothing happens.
questionable.
Nothing gets even close to happening. It's like wholesome, but they're like in the back of
Okay,
their
I've
minds. They're like,
seen what the trap says, and it's not wholesome.
okay, no, except for Yukikaze, the girlish boy.
Oh dear god, the
Which
one
is
character
also-
he gets called out on.
Yukikaze is low key a really good character. I really like him. Her. But
That's a
it is the only good trap in anime. The only trap that I like in anime.
Oh my god.
No. As a character.
Stop.
I'm not simping for Yukikaze.
Oh my god.
Okay,
He's
so
so funny.
you're simping for other traps then? Is that what that means?
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing
no.
too.
Traps are garbage. Gasper is garbage.
Gasper is
Okay.
garbage. Gasper should not
Gasper is
exist.
Gasper
I
straight
don't know why
trash.
Gasper. Whoever greenlit Gasper is like my least favorite editor of
Yeah,
all time.
whoever greenlit that is.
God.
The editor is supposed to stop bad ideas from
They kind
happening.
of gave up on him too.
They
Like, after
did.
they're like, all right, he was not a good.
So he was a part of one arc or whatever or something that was like not important. Get him out of here. He doesn't have tits.
I think
No,
they're-
but okay, no, I was gonna change the subject again. What are you saying? Deku,
Who?
Colin.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say I think they just realized their mistake.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
No one likes him. Get him out of
They
here.
put him in one of the transition screens, or maybe even more than one, and it was like disturbing.
I'm sure other people didn't see it like that though. Like,
I-
yes, Gasper. I've been waiting for this.
That one
Have you
person that was
ever
waiting
seen
for that.
Yeah.
There's some
Have you
issues
ever
there.
seen somebody? Have you ever seen somebody who's like, "Oh my god, I freaking love Gasper. Gasper was my
No,
favorite
I have
character."
never seen a single
Not a
person.
single
say
time.
I rest my case. No one was waiting for that.
that. Zane would probably say that.
But Zane would say that just because we just said we don't want him to say that.
And because he's trying to sell the idea that he just loves traps.
He
Yeah,
does.
that too.
He's the one that got me to watch Mao Sama retry. He's like,
I don't know.
please
I don't
watch
really
it. He's
feel
like,
like
please watch it. There's a really horny trap in it. I'm like, okay.
I don't even think he's just trying to sell the idea, man. I think he actually means it.
No, yeah, he definitely does.
I don't think he actually means it, but
I definitely
That's
think
just
he
me.
does. I 100% think
I
he
mean, I
does.
think he's overplaying it, but I do think he actually likes him.
I mean, maybe he likes them as characters, yeah, but I do think he's overplaying it a lot.
Okay, y'all have
Yeah.
not seen what he's DM'd me before, so
I've seen what he's
Oh,
DM'd me,
trust me.
so
The
I
ideas are interesting as well.
but back to traps.
Well,
I
I know
can't
he
think
likes
of like
trolling.
another good trap. He does. I can't think of another good trap besides maybe the one in Hagana is alright, but isn't that a reverse trap? But they thought it was a reverse trap, but it was actually a trap or something weird like that, wasn't it?
I'd have to look at the character list to know for sure.
was
who you're
like-
talking about.
They
Is it
thought
like the
they thought it was a girl trying to be a boy, but it was actually a boy. It was confusing. It was really confusing.
Oh wait, no, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I
Was it
thinking
a
of
girl
somebody
trying to
else.
be a boy? Was it a reverse trap? I don't remember. Was it a girl trying to act like a boy?
No,
And then they,
it's a dude.
yeah, it's a dude. It's a dude acting like a girl trying to act like a boy or something, and he goes into the changing room or something, and it's like, oh, it's actually a dude. It's
Yeah,
confusing.
that's a dude. It's a
It's
normal
confusing.
dude.
Anyways, that's an alright character, but like
It's
I
like
can't think of another. I can't think of any other ones that are like decent. I
I mean,
haven't
there's
seen
a
Fate,
decent
so I
trap
can't comment.
in Bakura Test.
I've never seen Bakuta Test, but
It's
I haven't
I
either.
know the
really
series
good.
just because I know about the trap.
I haven't seen
Or at
Unlimited
least it's
Blade
really
Work,
good
so
based on my memory of it because it's been a long time since I watched it.
I
There's
can't
some-
comment on Aspholo because I haven't seen Unlimited Blade Works. But time's coming. Fate is
Astolfo's not
coming up
in
soon,
Unlimited
boys.
Blade Works, by the way. He's like
He's not.
he's not
Which
at
one's he
all.
in?
Pretty
Which
sure
one's he
just
in?
Apocrypha, if I remember correctly.
Oh, see, I don't even know. I just assumed that he was in the one with Rin.
No, no. That's why Unlimited Blade Works was good.
Uh,
Are you
see,
saying
I've
you
only
don't like
watched Zero.
Astolfo, Vinny?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, darn. Well, you should watch Mouse on my retry because Yuki Kazi's really good. I don't know if you saw the quotes I was putting in chat last night, but it was funny.
I've seen some of the stuff Zane sent me.
That show is so bad on so many levels. It's so
guess-
bad, but it's good.
What?
It doesn't make sense, but we just go with it. Actually, I get what you mean. There's a lot of like isekai series like that. Like what was it called? But
Isekai Cheat Magician.
no,
No.
God no. What was it? Like the prodigies have it easy in another world, even in another world. High school prodigies have it easy even in another, something like
Ari
that.
Fuerte?
No, no, no.
No,
No,
I don't even. Is
I
it like
don't-
a group gets sent to the?
yeah, it's a group of like prodigies. Like one of them is the best
I'm
economist of all
pretty
time, and one of
sure.
them's like the
I don't
one of
even
them's
know
like
if I've heard of
it
it.
was so trashy, but I enjoyed it all the same.
Hmm. Well, for me, it was like that's where I go back to where I was talking about how why the world and the story are so important to me. It's like as long as I like what's going on and the world is cool, like nothing else really matters.
Oh no, the world and the story sucked. The characters were kind of average, but for some
mean,
reason it all came together to be somewhat enjoyable.
The Ari Ferretta anime was ass. It was a horrible adaptation. Some really, really ugly CG. But the source material is good.
Okay, I know this is
I've
very,
heard
very
that.
off topic, but like on the topic of bad CG, it's really bothering me.
High
This
score girl.
no,
No, I'm
I
sorry.
will- oh.
I'm sorry. What?
The new season of SAO has like the best animation for the main fights that I think the series has ever had. It like looks exceptional. And then in the background you'll have like these giant armies fighting in CG and it looks so blatantly obvious. And sometimes they'll like blur it so you don't notice. But they don't always do it and it's annoying me so much. Because they keep doing it. And it'd be one thing if it was when it was like always the background. But sometimes it's the main shot on screen. Like up close just renderings of these models, and it looks hideous.
Look at the Goblin Army in Overlord. Overlord season 3. People are, oh my god, people are like, this is so bad. This ruins the show for me. And I'm like, it didn't look that bad, guys. And then like I go through and watch it again the second time. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, oh yeah, that's really bad. Like I was caught up in the moment in the first season, or the first time I watched it. And the second watch, I was like, oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't ruin it. Like,
No, definitely not. It's just like, ooh, kind of hurts
it's
the eyes
yeah.
a little bit.
I think it's particularly bad because of contrast. Like, Vinny, I don't know if you've seen the new season of SAO. I doubt you have,
No,
but
I
like,
haven't.
some of the sequences are like of the main characters fighting look exceptionally good, like better than SAO honestly even deserves, and that's coming from someone that likes SAO. But you have these CGI fights in the background happening at the same time, so it's
Just
hard
don't
to
look
even
at the
appreciate
background.
it.
Just don't look at the background.
It's
They don't
easy
want you
said
to
than
look at the
done.
background. No, just don't even look at the show. Just close your
Just
eyes.
don't even look at the show.
Just close your eyes.
What's the point of even watching anime then?
Exactly. Read. Just read
I'm about
it.
to send a GIF of this Ari Ferretta CGI.
I
Oh,
can't even
no.
look at it, or else our talking screen's gonna get messed up. We can't have that, can we?
If I can like find
I
a
mean-
good GIF.
Maybe they want to see the GIF as well, man.
Too bad. They had to pay extra for that.
They have to pay extra. They're
Extra
not paying
from
to start
nothing.
with.
Yeah, extra from nothing. They're paying with their time. They have to pay with their wallets if they want to see the GIF.
That's not the right one.
Well, guys, I think it's about time we can call it quits.
Yeah, we've been going for a while again. So much for it being a
Oh
shorter
my
episode.
Goodness.
It is a shorter episode, I think.
What happened, Vinny?
This GIF. It's so like, man, just remembering the CG.
This is I sent a gift from newer SAO. This is technically from the last season, or the first part, but the animation has honestly been on par like with this like the entire season.
The fuck? Oh, that's my
Guys, we're not doing this again. We're not doing, oh, we're going to end episode and then keep talking for 30 minutes. We're not doing that again. All right. We're in an episode, okay? Everyone, say bye. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go sub to
Yeah.
Sarcasm317. Go sub to MyHeroDeku. And have a nice day. Sub to us if you feel like it.